Hey friends, welcome back. If you've been keeping an eye on the Pierce County real estate market, today's video is for you. We're doing a quick dive, a little bit of a longer dive into what's been happening over the last 30 days so you can walk away with the freshest, most relevant information from July 2025. Now, let's jump right in. First up, home prices. The median price in Pierce County right now is coming in somewhere right around $590,000. That's almost a 3% increase compared to this time last year. Now, that's not a massive jump, but it is a steady growth, and it tells us that demand is still there. It also tells us that home buyers have acclimated to higher interest rates even while seeing an increase in inventory. However, it is worth noting that while home prices have increased almost 3% since this time last year, in the last few months, we're seeing a lot more price reductions than we've seen in a long time. So let's look at how inventory is impacting prices over this last summer. We saw around 3,500 homes for sale in July, and that's up nearly 9% from June and almost 22% since around this time last year. Remember, as inventory picks up, the needle moves from a seller's market towards a buyer's market. So if you've been waiting for more options to hit the market, they're finally showing up. Now, how fast are these homes selling? The average days on market right now is about 32 days. But don't let that fool you. 71% of homes are still selling in under 30 days. We're seeing both a cyclical and annual increase in days on market right now. And as we get into fall, the leaves aren't the only thing we see falling. Remember that as the climate gets a little colder and people start settling into new school years, prices trend down and days on market trend up. The big exception to that is what happens with interest rates over the next few months, and we'll get into that more in just a moment. While the pace of the market is cooling off, homes that are selling for the quickest and for the most amount of money are those that are dialed. As inventory picks up, following a few years of mortgage payments trending up, buyers are getting more picky reasonably about what they want, and they have more choices than they've had for years. So what's happening in the local real estate market? As we get further north into King County, we're seeing a little bit more competition than we're seeing here in Pierce County. Multiple offers are still happening, but only in those sweet spots where homes are priced right, in high demand neighborhoods, and in move-in ready condition. Now, if you're a buyer, the good news is you have a lot more to choose from, and while you still may run into some competition, you're not dealing with the frenzy we saw over the last few years. You have leverage in this market, and that's great news. While many people are waiting for better rates, you might be able to save as much or more per month right now as you'll be able to at that time with lower rates by simply renegotiating with the help of your agent. All right, quick recap. Homes right around a median of $590,000. Inventory up and giving buyers more choices. Days on market picking up a little bit, putting pressure on sellers to put in the work to make their home stand out or to price it right. The market has shifted in a noteworthy amount in the last couple months, and great agents are having the hard but necessary conversations with their clients on how to leverage this market and make it work for you and not against you. Oh, last thing, because I know you're wondering what's happening with the mortgage rates. Well, they're still holding pretty steady. The last few days, we've seen just a little relief in the bond market that directly impacts mortgages, but most economists right now are estimating just a very modest reduction in mortgages over the next 6 to 12 months in those rates. But remember, as rates decrease at all, competition picks up and prices become more firm. Is this a seller's market? Not really, not anymore. Statistically, we're moving into a neutral market, but compared to the market we've seen in previous years, it's looking and feeling a lot more like a buyer's market than anything over the last couple months. So ask a trusted agent what all this information means for your specific goals. So thanks for watching. Hopefully this information has been valuable for you. Leave a comment below, ask any questions you might have, and we'll see you next month.